friends, it's Morabella. I hope you're having a great day. Today I have 2 books I want to read with you. Are you ready to join? The first book is called Goodnight, Goodnight Construction Site. Have you read this book before at your house? I think it's going to be all about construction, and I can see a yellow construction truck on this page. All right. Goodnight, Goodnight Construction Site. And the author of this book, there are 2 authors, are Sherri Duskey Rinker and Tom Lichtenfeld. Down in the big construction site, the tough trucks work with all their might to build a building, make a road, to get the job done, load by load. The sun has set, the work is done, it's time for trucks to end their fun. So one by one, they'll go to bed to yawn and rest their sleepy heads. Then they'll wake up to another day of rough and tough construction play. Working hard to help his team, Crane Truck raises one last beam. Here's the crane truck and here's the beam. Reaching, stretching, lifting high, he swings the beam into the sky. He'll set it down right on its mark, then off to bed. It's almost dark. He slowly folds his boom back in. This long arm is called a boom. Then, with one last sleepy grin, he tucks himself in nice and tight. Sigh. Then cuddles up and says, "Good night." Shh, good night, crane truck. Good night. Should we blow the crane truck a kiss? Mwah. Good night. Spinning, churning all day long, cement mixer sings his whirly song. Now, yawn, he's weary and so dizzy from all the fun that keeps him busy. With one last spin, he pours the load. He's ready now to leave the road. He takes a bath, gets shiny bright, pulls up his chute, and turns off his light. He cuts his engine, he slows his drum, and dreams sweet dreams of swirly, twirly fun. Shh, good night, cement mixer. Good night. Mwah, sleep well. Dump truck loves to work and haul. He carries loads both big and small. He moves the dirt from place to place. Then he dumps it with a happy face. Can you make a happy face? One final load spills on the heap. Crunch! Now dump truck's tired and wants to sleep. He lowers his bed, locks his gate, rests his wheels. It's getting late. He dims his lights, then shuts his doors, and soon his engine slows to snores. Can you snore? I can. I am so tired, and so is the dump truck. Shh. Good night, dump truck. Good night. And we can blow the dump truck a kiss. Mwah. Sleep well, dump truck. Pushing with his mighty blade, bulldozer works to smooth the grade. He clears the way to level ground and fills the air with thunderous sound. It is so, so loud. And he says, "Roar!" No one's as tough and strong as he. He's so strong, but now he's sleepy as can be. He puffs some smoke out of his stack, turns off his engine, and stops his track. He curls into his soft dirt bed and dreams of busy days ahead. Good night, bulldozer, and I see the moon is sleeping right next to the bulldozer. Shh, good night, bulldozer, good night. Mwah. Sleep well. Scooping gravel, dirt, and sand, excavator, there is the excavator, shapes the land. He digs and lifts throughout the day, arg! But now it's time to end his play. A few more holes to dig, and soon he'll roll to bed beneath the moon. He twirls upon his bumpy track, pulls up his boom, that's his long arm, stretches his back. He sets his scoop down on the ground, the scoop is his shovel, and snuggles up without a sound. Shh, good night, excavator, good night. Mwah. Sleep well, excavator. These big, big trucks, so tough and loud. They work so hard, so rough and proud. Tomorrow is another day, another chance to work and play. Turn off your engines, stop your tracks. Relax your wheels, your stacks and backs. No more huffing and puffing, team. It's time to rest your heads and dream. Good night, construction site. Good night. Construction site all tucked in tight. The day is done. Turn off the light. Great work today. Now, shh. Good night. That was such a wonderful story, saying goodnight to the construction trucks that worked so hard. Are you ready for our second story? I think you know this one. This one is called Brown Bear, What Do You See? And we read this one sometimes in school. This one, it says, Brown Bear, what do you see? And this book is written by Bill Martin Jr. and Eric Carle. And this book actually has the words in English, which is the language that I'm using to talk to you. And it also has some words in Spanish, which is another language that some people use to talk. Brown Bear, what do you see? Brown Bear, what do you see? I see a red bird looking at me. Red bird, what do you see? I see a yellow duck looking at me. Yellow duck, what do you see? I see a, what's that? A blue horse looking at me. Blue horse, what do you see? I see a, what's that? A green frog looking at me. Green frog, what do you see? I see a purple cat looking at me. Purple cat, what do you see? I see a white dog, woof woof. A white dog looking at me. White dog, what do you see? I see a black sheep looking at me, just like, ba ba, black sheep, have you any? Well, just like that. Black sheep, what do you see? I see what's that? A goldfish looking at me. Goldfish, what do you see? I see what's that one? A teacher looking at me. Teacher, what do you see? I see children looking at me. Hello, children. It's so great to see you today. Children, what do you see? We see a brown bear, a red bird, can you point? A yellow duck, a blue horse, a green frog, a purple cat, a white dog, a black sheep, a goldfish, and a teacher looking at us. That's what we see. Hooray, all done. We did Goodnight construction site and we read Brown Bear. That was such a great reading time. Thank you, friends, for joining me, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye.